Hello everyone, welcome to the BISP Solutions. So our today's topic for the business rule is calculating depreciation. We'll see how to calculate the depreciation and with the help of the rule and how to write that rule. So what we are trying to do is, first I'll let you know, we'll discuss how to calculate the depreciation. So suppose asset value is 45,000. We can take salvage value, that is after depreciating at the end. If we sell the asset, suppose after 4 years, what will be the value that you will get on selling the asset? So that is the salvage value. So salvage value, you can take it as 0, or you can take, like I'll assume it right now as 5,000. Like when I'll sell the asset, I'll receive 5,000 of this asset. Life of the asset is, or you can say useful useful life is 5 years. So how to calculate the depreciation is 45,000, that is asset value, minus how much you will receive when you sell this asset. So this is the actual value of the asset. So this divided by, in 5 years we will depreciate this asset so that it will become 0. So that is 8,000. So how much you want to depreciate it every year, so that it becomes 0, that is by 8,000 you will depreciate it. So we are following the SLM method, that is straight line method. So suppose in year 1, your asset value is 45,000 and you'll charge the depreciation of 8,000. So you will have, whatever is your asset value, you will have a depreciation of 8,000 in every year. You will charge the depreciation of 8,000 in every year. That is, this is year 2, this is year 3, this is year 4, this is year 5. So the written down value method, or the carrying amount of the asset, will be, that is after charging the depreciation, it will be, in first year it will be like 45,000 was my asset value, we charge 8,000 depreciation at the end of year, so carrying amount is 37. Now this is the closing value of the asset, it will become the opening value, so it will be 37,000. Again you will charge 37 minus 8, it will be the asset value, that is the carrying amount of asset, will become 29,000. 29 will become the opening value in the year 3. So 29 minus 8, 21. Again this closing value of asset in year 3 is 21. It will become the opening in year 4. 8,000 you will charge as dep. So it will become 13. Now 13 is the closing value here in year 4. The opening value of this will be 13, and 13 minus 8, it is 5,000, which is nothing but your salvage value. That is, now you have the asset value as 5,000, and when you sell, because in year 5, like I have purchased in year 1, and when I'll sell, after I'll use the asset and I'll sell the asset in year 5, so I'll get my now actual or the remaining value of the asset is 5,000. That's why we are getting the salvage value as 5,000. That means when I'll sell this asset, I'll get 5,000 in exchange of the asset. So this is how the depreciation calculation is being done. So what we need now, we need the asset value and depreciation, and then through business rule we are going to calculate this 8,000 that needs to be applied every year. Okay, for that I have prepared, you can see like my depreciation, building and improvement, that we'll be calculating with the help of business rule, and this is building and improvement is my asset. I'll put some asset value and we'll see the calculation. Like I can say, before inputting some number, we want to check these two members in my account dimension. So one is the asset that on which we are trying to calculate the depreciation. So it will be under long-term assets, under fixed assets, under tangible fixed assets. You can see this building and improvement as one of your asset with, and this is the seeded one which is already being created with 15120, and the data storage properties never share. And now on this depreciation will be charged, so I'll search for the depreciation on building and improvement. So on building and improvement, depreciation is 16120. So 15120 is your building and asset number, and 16120 is a depreciation on this building and improvement. So we'll use these two members and we'll calculate the depreciation. So let's say my building and improvement asset value is, so these are the intersection that I have taken, that is FY 2021 data sources, data input, because I'm inputting here in smart view. Product I have taken as no product, multi-gap I have taken as local gap, intercompany as no intercompany, currency as entity currency, consolidation as entity input, view as periodic, movement as no movement, scenario as actual, period as Jan, and this is my entity and this is my account. So like we can assume, as per our scenario, we can assume that 45,000, or you can say 5 lakh is your asset value, and you can submit this. Alright, now we want this number to be calculated, that is the depreciation amount on this 5 lakh in January month FY 2021. So we'll go and open the rule. Name you can say depreciation calculation. Now here you can fix I'll fix my movement as no movement. I'll fix product as no product. I'll use data source as data input. and view as periodic. And remaining I'll define while I'll launch the rule. Now I'll write like this is my we want to calculate the depreciation. So this is depreciation of building and improvement. So we'll say 16120 equals to, we'll apply at the rate SLN, start with the brackets. Now on which asset you are trying to apply the you are charging the depreciation, to search for that asset. That is, my asset is building and improvement. Yes, so it is 15120. I am taking the salvage value as 0. My useful life, I am taking it as 10. And I am giving the like from Jan, like do this like 10 months, no? So you can do this from Jan to December or October, whatever you can say. So for period I have given this intersection. So once I am done with this, I'll put semicolon and end it, and we'll say end fix. Let's try to validate this rule. Okay, so the rule is validated with no errors. Now we'll deploy this. After deploying, we'll launch it. So you have to give this RTP values for the remaining dimensions. So consolidation I'll provide as entity input. For currency I'll use entity currency. This is the entity which I'll be choosing. Right now I'm calculating it for Jan, so period will be Jan. Scenario will be actual. Here it is FY21. So it is successful. Now you can go to your smart view as your rule is run. Come here and click on refresh. So you can find out that this is your depreciation amount. So what is the like asset value If you do the calculation, so I have said asset value as 5 lakh. I have said the scenario was there is no salvage value, so it will be completely depreciated after 10 years. So life is 10 years. So you can say in every year you will depreciate as 5 lakh minus the 0. So this is your carrying amount, and this divide by 10. Okay, so it is years. So 50,000 is a depreciation for the month of January. So here it is not 10 years, you can assume it as 10 months. You want to depreciate it, so whatever. So here it is 50,000 for this particular. So it is not 10, it is just 10 for 10 months. 50,000 is the depreciation for January. Similarly, now you can calculate the depreciation for the next periods also, like if we search for Feb, so this is following the SLM method, that is straight line. So depreciation amount will be fixed. The 50,000 will be charged every month till 10 months. Okay, so we'll check for February now. Okay, so you can see this February month your depreciation amount is 50,000. Similarly, you can search for March. So till 10 months it will be 50,000 depreciation will be charged. So if, as you keep on changing, you will get the depreciation amount. Or you can do it in this way. So here we have the building and improvement, and on that, with the help of rule, we have charged. You can see the depreciation is being calculated or charged every month till 10 months has been done. So, and the asset value is not changing, so we have to run a console and get it, get the carrying amount that the closing becomes opening. So how we have done the calculation. So for that we have to run the console in FCCs, and you will get the building and improvement. That for today's, as per the today's case, we are calculating the depreciation and we have charged it in every month. So this is how you can write the business rule for calculating depreciation. I hope this is clear, and if you have any questions, please contact BISP Solutions. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you so much.